This on? Oh, no, hey!
So how are you doing?
Well, how does it look like I'm doing? I had a little owie. I had a car accident back in November, and my shoulder came undone. 3 tendons went. Yeah, my surgeon told me years of wear and tear will put you in a position where a small fender bender. That's all it took. I turned the steering wheel funny, and my shoulder came apart. That's how old I am. I wish it was a bear fight, so I could say, yeah, you should see the bear. You know? But I'm going to take it out of the sling that we made. You know, if I have my surgery, it's all put back together again. I'm just had some rehab ahead of me, and I'll be back to my fighting weight anytime now.
Were you a left-handed person beforehand, or have you had to learn to adapt?
This is going to be great. Oh, it's better. I have to be careful when I'm at the table so I don't try to do this. You know? I am not left-handed at all. I've been brushing my teeth with my left hand, and it's good for Alzheimer's in a way, I'm told. Have you heard that before? Yeah. Using the wrong side helps keep your brain connected.
Hidden points to injure your arm. I want to kick things off with a few questions. You have such an incredible body of work over the past, I'll say, 4 decades at this point. Which role has had the most profound impact on you?
That's good. Profound impact. So can I give you a couple? Yeah.
For it.
Characters that's sung. Now, every character I've ever played, I can't answer the favorite question. Because when you hear, like, what's your favorite character? It's like picking a favorite child. I get so much of myself in each character, and they've also given so much back to me in a way that we all my characters and I have a special relationship that I can't really pick a favorite. But impact is a big one. I think Saru from Star Trek Discovery, playing him for 5 seasons on Discovery, and getting to know him intimately with many, many layers. The writers gave me so much to work with on that show. And playing an alien with a backstory, fear, overcoming that fear. He doesn't live in anxiety anymore. As the show starts, he's like a fearful alien. By the end of the show, he's confident and courageous. So I learned a lot as a person from him in my own life. Because I live in a lot of fear myself. Anyone deal with anxiety? Yeah, a lot of us. So I found that what changed for Saru was when his threat game fell out, and he kind of came into his own. The circumstances around him hadn't changed, but his reaction to them did. And I'm like, oh, as a person, that's a lesson I can take into my real life. If I'm afraid of the unknown, I can be like, oh, we're all going to die. No, we're going to get through this. Much better attitude to start the day with, isn't it? That and also, I think The Shape of Water, the amphibian man, the romantic in me really, really, really loved playing him. To play out such a beautiful love story with no words ever spoken between Sam Hawkins and me. It just proves that language, communication, dialogue happens in many forms. It's not all verbal. Right?
And speaking of romance, when are we finally going to get a Doug Jones cheesy rom-com?
I want that more than you know. Yeah, no, seriously. All the rubber monsters I've ever wanted to play, I've played them. I'm 65 years old now. That's why I'm falling apart, by the way. And the older I get, the older the rubber and glue gets. So I've been pursuing more human characters in the last couple of years. I've been playing a lot of them, by the way. I was in a Christmas movie that shot right here in Atlanta in February, so I'm hoping that's out by this coming December. I don't know. It's called All Is Merry and Bright. Isn't that a great title? I know. And I played a delivery man. I was like the Amazon guy, basically. So I visited the main house of the movie about 6 or 7 times throughout the whole film. And I got to be deadpan, funny. I loved every minute of it. So I still want to do like the Hallmark Christmas movies, where I'm the dad of the young lady who's falling in love. And she wants to get some advice from dad, so I'm wearing a sweater with a reindeer on it, You know the story, right? Yeah. I still want to be that guy. That's my dream. That's my dream. You know, you weren't expecting that from Doug Jones, were you?
Going back to the future work, that takes a lot of time in the makeup chair, and I'm curious to know which role took the longest amount of time.
When you see intricate makeup like the ones I've worn, it can be anywhere from 2 hours to 7 hours, like the window. Now, some like, for instance, the Shape of Water Amphibian Man, from head to toe, is a very intricate design, and lots of shapes and colors went into making him so beautiful. It only took 3 hours a day to get onto me, though, because most of it was a suit. There's a big distinction between suit and makeup. A suit is slip-on, zips up the back, boom, right? Much faster. Makeup is something that's either painted or glued onto my person. So, I played 2 fishmen in my career. No, not many actors can say that. The Amphibian Man, again, 3 hours a day because it was mostly suit up to here. The makeup pieces did finish my neck, head, and my hands. So 3 hours a day, we were done. Abe Sapien from the Hellboy movies, 7 hours a day. Because it was glued on prosthetic pieces, 12 different pieces from head to toe that with blended edges onto my shaved skin and then painted myself. It was a lot. And then Saru from Star Trek Discovery, for instance, 2 hours a day. So also Billy Butcher's in Hocus Pocus, 2 hours a day. Those prosthetic pieces are, now, when people ask how long does the makeup take for any job, I'll tell them it takes weeks because there's a lot of sculpting and prosthetic making, mold running, and pre-painting those pieces. All that's done in the shop before they ever get to the set to put on me. Getting those pieces onto me is the last step in the process. So that can take anywhere from 2 hours to 7 hours.
Imagine doing 7 hours and then actually shooting as well.
Well, then you've got a 12-hour day of shooting ahead of you. Right, and then 2 hours of makeup cleanup time at the end of the day. So, yeah, when I did Hellboy 2, the Goldberg, that was probably the longest, most arduous 6 months, 6 days a week as Abe Sapien, and then also played Angel of Death, Chamberlain, Guillermo del Toro. I love him, but he abuses me. And I say yes. It's a great relationship. Yes.
Going back to talking about fear earlier, looking at your resume, I was reminded of the fact that you were nightmare fuel for my childhood, which is the gentleman episode of Buffy. Truly terrifying. What is it like getting to be such an incredibly lovely person and then going and playing these terrifying characters?
Well, first of all, thank you for thinking I'm a lovely person. But you know, I mean, a lot of you have met actors over the years at various conventions, and the scary ones that play like horror icons are usually the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Am I right about that? Yeah, you noticed that, right? Like David Howard Thornton, so a newer one, the Terrifier series, right? He is such a sweetheart of a guy. So I think we work all of our angst and issues out on film. So in real life, we don't